Hi everyone, this is Counting Thoughts and my name is Yasha, and today we're going to talk about rest. And you might have a different definition of resting. So rest could mean sleep to you, but sleep is not the only way. So without further ado, let's count our thoughts around resting. So as I said, sleep is not the only way that you can rest in. I mean, it is one of the ways. So there are two kinds of physical rest: active rest and passive rest. So active rest is going to be where you work out, where you do yoga, where you do stretching. Your passive resting would be your napping time, your sleeping time. Both these categories are important because they stimulate the circulation. They sort of help the circulation of the body to improve. One good example to remember this would be, have you slept on the wrong side of the bed and then woken up with a bad backache or a shoulder ache, and then somebody would have probably advised you to stretch out, because when you stretch you increase the circulation in that particular area of your body. On the contrary, say suppose you are working out and lifting weights and then you end up having sore muscles, your gym trainer would probably advise you to sleep a little bit more so that your body can recover. They both go hand in hand and they both are important, and they both should not be neglected, and you should have, as I said, conscious time allotted to both the kind of physical rest. Which brings us to the other kind of rest, which is mental rest. So Jay Shetty, I believe, has a term that he uses very frequently, which is called monkey brain. Like a monkey, your monkey brain does not rest. It keeps hopping from one thing and another to the other. Your overthinking brain needs to be halted a little bit. This could be done by listening to music. This could be done by conscious breathing. This could be done by just taking conscious water breaks. Just make sure that while you work, you are taking little tiny breaks so that your monkey brain has a little bit of rest and it slows down. So the entire purpose of mental rest is to slow down the activity that is going in your brain. On the note of slowing down, there is the third kind of rest, which is called the sensory rest, where you give your senses a break from bright lights, loud noises, maybe your devices. Probably you've heard of this advice a lot, that you should detach from blue light. You should not be on your devices at least 1 hour before you go to sleep. This is because you're trying to get your brain sort of gets into that zone of resting. You tell yourself that okay, now I'm going to sleep. Your brain is going to be prepared. The fourth kind of rest is emotional rest. Now, a lot of people, me included, think that emotional rest and social rest, which is also the other kind of rest that we're going to talk about, is the same thing, which is not. Emotional rest is something that you do to give yourself time to express your emotions. And when I say express your emotions, I mean good and bad emotions, because you cannot have everything good. Then there are so many phenomena in the world out there that explain the existence of good and bad. Once they are let out, you feel a little bit relaxed. For instance, when I feel anxious, my jaw tightens. Years back, I realized that this is something that actually happens to me. I try to unclench. I do that by putting my tongue against the roof of my mouth, and I'm telling you, I feel a little less anxious. There's a friend of mine, she sits with a warm cup of anything. She feels that to drink something hot or warm, you will actually need to slow down. That's her way of forcing herself time to feel her emotions and process those emotions. The other kind of rest, social rest. So this would be spending time with yourself. There is this quote that I live by: there is no greater other than a different version of yourself. When I heard this, it moved something inside me. So when I say take social rest, set boundaries, people. Your ability to say no, your ability to take time for yourself, or probably your ability to prioritize, or your ability to prioritize friends over family, or family over friends, or one commitment over the other commitment, and not feeling of missing out. That on the note of taking time to spend with yourself. Spiritual rest could look like prayer for somebody. This could look like community service for somebody. This could look like meditation for somebody. As long as you're able to disconnect with your ego and just do something that gives you a sense of purpose and perspective. The last rest, I don't think many people are talking about this, is creative rest. So consciously doing things that spark your creativity. This could be poetry, this could be gardening, this could be watering your plants, this could be any activity that helps you connect with your inner child. Because creativity is, according to me, being able to create something. And when I say being able to create something, I don't mean invent something entirely new. When I say create, maybe repurpose something or do anything that you think is different. Okay, so once we've established ways to relax, there is this question of feeling guilty while you relax, which I did not know was a thing. It has been brought to my notice that this is an actual thing. People either don't take rest, because when they do take rest, they either get stuck into this loop of procrastination. They don't want to go back to the work that they were doing, or they feel guilty of taking rest. Procrastination and rest are two different things. One is self-sabotage and the other is necessity. When you rest consciously, your chances of procrastination as is decrease, because you're taking time out for things outside of your area of work that may be important to you, and you don't realize it immediately, but then you sort of recharge. That was that. And I hope you are able to take more conscious decisions around resting, and I hope you see resting as important as working is. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'll stay in touch, and maybe next episode we'll see Anmol as well. Alright, bye people.